Radio. This is our first show of this year. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Logan Hayes, and with me.
Yep.
All right, so let's get this kicked off nice and quickly here with some Week 1 NFL predictions. Kevin, first game of the week. It's on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Texans at the Chiefs. Who do you
excited.
have winning this one?
I'm ready for football, man. Let's go. I got the Chiefs. Yeah.
At the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. I mean, I don't think the Texans got a shot. But
They're a dangerous team.
I don't think they got a shot.
I'm wearing a Texans jersey here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wearing a Texans jersey. I got to give it to the Chiefs, though.
Yeah. I think
I love J.J. Watt. I love my man J.J.
Mm-hmm.
Watt here, number 99. But I don't think that J.J. Watt's enough to beat the entire Chiefs team.
No,
I think he can catch some touchdowns every now and then, but
no, I agree with you. I think they got too much firepower on the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
You're just not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to contain them.
Chiefs are favored by 9.5 in this game.
Yeah.
Do you think that point spread is hit, or do you think the Texans can be within the 9.5 points?
I think the Texans might go over. I'm not going to lie. Or no, the Chiefs.
I
think
they're
going
to beat the spread.
Yeah,
I think they have a chance too. The Texans haven't been all that in the last few years, and without Hopkins now.
I mean, yeah.
Hopkins was their entire offense.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they got a shot. I think they're going to get beat. I think they're going to get beat pretty bad.
Let's move on to Sunday football. Jets at Bills.
Yeah, I got the Bills. I
agree with you on that one. That's kind of a no-brainer there.
Yeah, Bills. I don't know. I don't feel like the Jets are all that good. In the Bills with acquiring Stephon Diggs, I think that's a huge pickup, especially for Josh Allen. Yeah, I think he's a huge pickup. I think the Bills are actually going to be really, really good this year too.
I think if the Bills can hold on to Le'Veon Bell, not let him break free and have a huge game, they'll walk away with that one easily by a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree on that one.
And the Bills are favored by 6.5. I think they cover.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think they got it. Like I said, I think that offense is going to be too good. So.
All right, moving on to a big rivalry game here. The Packers visit the Vikings in Week 1. Kevin, who you got?
Yeah, I think we're split on this one. I got Packers. And just wait, the reason I got him is I'm a big Aaron Rodgers guy. Aaron Rodgers is awesome, man. He's a good quarterback. So I'm not gonna go against Aaron Rodgers.
I think the Vikings come out Week 1. They looked good last year. Kirk Cousins was on his first season with them last year. He didn't look terrible. He had his off nights. But when he is on, that team is a hard to beat team.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I never go against Aaron Rodgers. That's just me, though. I don't go against them. So that's one of the reasons why I picked the Packers. So
Vikings are favored by 2.5 points in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think they cover because, that's winning by 3.
Yeah.
You think the Packers win, so you definitely are on the plus 2.5 for the Packers side on that one.
Yeah, I am. So, it's going to be a good game, though. I think it's really going to be a good game. I think it's going to be close. I really personally think it's going to be close.
I do too.
It's going to
be one of the best early games of the day.
Yeah.
If not the best early game.
I agree with that, yeah.
All right. Up next is something I got to get used to saying here. The Eagles at the Washington football team.
Yeah, the Washington football team. Yeah.
Got used to saying that new team right now.
That's weird, man. It's just a weird name.
It is.
It's not a good name. No, I got the Eagles this one. I think the Eagles are just a way better team overall. I don't think Washington's all that good. So I just think they're gonna. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Eagles, no doubt. I think it's the Eagles. All right.
New team name. No more Adrian Peterson. But yeah, I think the Eagles still win this one.
Yeah.
Kind of giving a little teaser there. I don't think the football team in Washington is going to beat the Eagles. And the Eagles have a minus 6.5 point spread. I don't think they hit the spread, though.
You think it's going to be close?
I think it'll be within 5 points.
Really?
Yeah, really? I think it'll come down to a one-score game. I don't think the Eagles are that much better than Washington. But I don't think Washington is better than the Eagles.
No. I don't know. I think it's not going to be that close. I think it's going to be a 2-touchdown game.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be a 2-score game.
Oh, all right. Next game. I think this one's going to be a blowout. Browns at Ravens.
Browns at Ravens.
Who you got, Kev?
I got the Browns. The Browns. I got the Browns. I don't know. When we were doing this, I just kind of, I don't know, something about me told me it's, go with the Browns. So there's not really a rhyme or reason why I did it. I just kind of, I don't know. There was just something about it. I don't know.
The Ravens favored by 8.5. I think that could be a double-digit favoring.
You think so?
And I still think the Ravens would cover.
You think they're going to kill the Browns?
I think they're going to destroy the Browns. The Browns are the best team on paper, but they will not perform on the field. They have not performed on the field.
No,
I don't think the Browns stand a chance. Lamar is going out for blood this year after barely losing last year. They had one of the best teams in football last year, and they almost made it.
They did, yeah.
I think they're out for blood this year as they have a good team, and Lamar Jackson is scary on all sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Yeah, I don't know. That one for me was just the Browns. I don't know, week 1. We'll see how it goes, though.
You think Odell's going up for like 6 touchdowns or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that receiving core is nice, though.
Oh, it is. It is.
That receiving core is crazy.
All right. Next game. Colts at Jags.
I think we both got this one, the Colts.
Yeah.
The Colts, I think they're a better team, honestly, than the Jags.
And when I put this favor line down, it's probably changed already because Leonard Fournette is no longer with the Jags, and he was one of their biggest weapons. Colts were favored by 7.5 with Fournette.
Yeah. But with no Fournette, yeah, I mean.
No Fournette, no win for the Jags.
No. I mean, I just don't see it. And plus, I think the Colts are actually going to make a pretty decent run this year.
They got Phillip Rivers now.
Yeah,
after Andrew Luck last year decided he didn't want to play football anymore.
Yeah, that's true. So I think they're actually going to be a decent. They're going to be you can't. The Colts is going to be that one team that you can't just walk in and say, yeah, we're going to win, because they're going to surprise some people. I think the Colts are.
All right, next game here, Raiders at Panthers.
Yeah, I picked the Panthers.
I agree with the Panthers.
I think Matt Rule's going to get his first NFL win as the head coach of the Panthers. I just didn't see I don't think the Raiders, another one of those teams, I just didn't see the Raiders being anything special. I don't think they're going to be special this year. There's nothing.
I picked the Panthers for a whole nother reason than you did. Teddy Bridgewater.
Big Teddy, yeah.
I've been following his career since he was first drafted by the Vikings, even before that back in college.
Louisville.
And I think that he was the guy that the Vikings needed. He was good with the Vikings, got injured, got cut, went undefeated last year when he filled in for Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Saints then decide they're going to stick with Drew Brees for 1 or 2 more seasons, let Bridgewater walk. He's taken over into Cam Newton's shoes when Cam Newton didn't do much last year with them.
And they're in the same division.
Yeah, and the same division.
So
and they have McCaffrey.
They do. McCaffrey's so good. He's crazy.
And Bridgewater can run.
Yeah, he can. I'll tell you this. I think if Bridgewater didn't get hurt in Minnesota, I think he's still the starting quarterback in the Vikings.
Oh, I agree. All day.
I think if he's not hurt for those 2 years, he's still the quarterback of the Vikings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly believe that. I agree with you. I think I'm a fan of his. I always thought he was a good quarterback. He was just injured too much. So
yeah, that one bad knee injury.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Bears at Lions. Who you got?
I have the Bears. So now looking back on it, I didn't know the Lions were going to get Adrian Peterson. So I probably should have picked the Lions, but hey, I'm going to stick with my team and go with the Bears. I like the Bears defense, so we'll see how that goes.
Former rocket scientist, former defensive coordinator of the New England Patriots, Matt Patricia has been around, and this is his second time being the head coach for the Lions. And they just signed AP, one of the greatest running backs in the history of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He said they'll hand him the rock. We'll see come game day. The Lions are favored by 3.
I mean, and they already have a couple like top running backs that they drafted.
Oh yeah.
So
more on that later.
Yeah.
All right, Seahawks at Falcons. This is gonna be a close game.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks because I'm a big Russ guy. I'm a big Russ guy. I think he's arguably one of the top 3 quarterbacks in this league, and it's just hard to beat Russell. So
I agree. I agree with what he said there. Russell Wilson's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Dolphins at the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I like the Patriots solely because I just don't think the Dolphins are good. I just don't think they're good. I don't think they're ready. I don't think they're ready to play with any of the big teams yet. And if obviously Tua's not gonna, we all know Tua's not starting now. So
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be close.
Cam Newton, new captain for the Patriots.
Yeah, they do have Cam Newton, so
we'll see how he does with the New England Patriots. No more offensive weapons. It's what they needed most in the offseason, and they brought in exactly 2 tight ends in the draft, if you can really classify that as bringing in a whole new offensive weapon. They had Lamar Miller. They just cut him.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe in the Patriots, though.
You, as a Patriots fan, how about N'Keal Harry? You think he's going to get it done?
I heard that he's not starting week 1. He's
really?
out for the first 3 weeks on IR.
Really? He's a first-round pick.
I think I heard that. I don't know if I heard that right or not, but there's rumors that he is out right now. I like him. I think that he is going to be a future top wide receiver, but see how he is with Cam Newton. It's a new quarterback.
Yeah, I know, Cam Newton. I don't know what Bill Belichick's going to do, honestly. He's never had a guy that can move.
Yeah.
And run and play
He's
quarterback.
had Tom Brady. Tom Brady can't move.
Yeah, he can't move.
But Tom Brady is one of the best QB sneakers in NFL history.
Yeah.
To get 1 yard.
Yeah.
Chargers at Bengals.
I went with the Chargers on this one. I went with the Chargers because I like Tyrod Taylor. I think he's good. I think that Chargers defense is actually a pretty good defense. So with Bosa and Ingram on the edges, I just don't think the Bengals are going to have enough offensive linemen and enough guys to be able to block up front to get that to stop their front, their front 5. So it's going to be a long day, let's say, for the Bengals offensive line. So
see, unlike you, I don't like Tyrod Taylor.
You don't? Why not?
I mean, how many teams has he played with since he's been in the NFL?
I don't know. He's played with Buffalo, Baltimore,
the Browns.
So the Browns. Well,
and now he's on the Chargers.
Let's not talk about the Browns, though, because everybody that goes to the Browns plays bad. So
since 2014, this is his 4th team.
But when he was with the Bills, he took him to the playoffs. So
he did. But then they cut him.
Yeah, because they were going after Josh Allen.
I don't think that he is all that. I think he is overreacted on way too much. And I think the Bengals are going to come out here week 1 and get something that they had to wait a long time for last season. And that is the first win of their season.
Listen, I'll tell you. You know this. I'm a Bengals fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they do well, but I'm telling you, the offensive line is not good.
It's not, but I think
it's not good.
I don't believe in Joe Burrow as much as a lot of people do. But yeah. I see Joe Burrow as better than Tyrod Taylor.
I'm going so off that defense. That defensive front for the Chargers, they're really good. But like I said, the Bengals offensive line is horrible. So I think it's going to be a long afternoon for –
Chargers are favored by 3.
I think it's going to be a long afternoon for Big Joe Burrow.
Hey, they got that running game, though, with Mixon.
Yeah, 4-year deal. Locked them up on a 4-year deal.
Cardinals at 49ers.
Yeah, I went with the 49ers. Again, I just think they're another team that's just way too strong. I think it's going to be hard for a lot of teams to beat the 49ers, too. I mean, with Kittle getting that big deal, he's good. And then that defense, I think, in 49ers too, is actually really good. So I just don't think – I think they're going to be another team like the Chiefs that not a lot of teams are going to be able to compete with.
I think the 49ers have this one in the bag as well. They are favored by 7. I believe in them covering that line. All right, here's a big one.
Yeah, this is my game of the week.
Game of the week here for Kevin. Buccaneers at Saints.
This is going to be a good game, man. I ended up going with the Bucs only. I mean, just because barely though. I think they're barely going to win this one. And this is going to be a really close game too. This is going to be an awesome game. I really want to see this. Can't wait for this one. Yeah, I just think that the Bucs have a little bit better of an offense. With, now with Tom Brady there. Now they got Leonard Fournette. So that offense is going to be crazy. Yeah, I think this game's going to be really, really close. It's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. So whoever has the ball last, I think is going to win this one. But I think it's going to be the Bucs barely pulling it out.
All right, I'm looking up the Breeze-Brady head-to-head. First time they ever played together, Breeze won.
Mm-hmm.
Second time, Breeze won. Third time, Breeze won. Fourth and fifth time, Brady won. I think he evens the series right here.
You think Breeze gets it?
No.
Your boy Tom, yeah.
Tom Brady and Drew Brees. The record is 3-2, Breeze in the lead. I think Brady comes in week 1 here, evens out that record, goes 3-3 in his career with Breeze. They see each other again this year, so that tied record won't be tied for long.
Listen, I'll tell you, that division's going to be a tough division. Yeah, because you got the Panthers, now the Bucs and the Saints. So
just a few years ago, that division was a joke too.
It was. Yeah. That division is going to be scary.
What was it, like 4 years ago when the Panthers made the playoffs and the only way to hit a 500 record would have been for them to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they won their division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the line is Saints minus 3.5. We both think the Buccaneers are going to win. So.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to come down to the last possession. The last possession game.
All right, Cowboys at Rams.
Yeah, I think we both got this one. It's the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys.
I think they're actually going to be a lot better than they were last year.
I agreed.
With some additions now, I think Jerry Jeudy was an absolutely amazing pickup for him. I think he's gonna. No, it was it was the dude from Oklahoma.
Yeah, it wasn't Jerry Jeudy.
No, it was the man. Yeah, he's an absolutely huge pickup anyway though. He's gonna be great for him.
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb. Yeah, he's gonna be. I think that was a huge pickup in the draft for him. He's gonna bring another weapon for.
And does Dak even need more weapons?
I don't know, man.
The dude started off last season playing at an MVP level. He slowed down, but he started off playing up there with the big boys.
Yeah, I've always been on his train. I've always thought he's actually been a good quarterback. He just hasn't had a lot of things around him. You know what I mean?
Best offensive line in football. One of the best running backs in football.
He just hasn't had a lot of weapons. His defense have always been, iffy. I think Dallas is going to be another. They're going to shock some people too. I think so.
Favored by 2.5. I think they easily cover.
Yeah, and I don't think the Rams are going to be all that good. So, we'll see.
Steelers at Giants.
We both went a separate way here, but I went the Steelers. I went with the Steelers. They got Big Ben coming back now. I don't think there's a really reason why. I didn't like the Giants. I didn't think they were going to win. So I just solely didn't think the Giants were going to win. So that's why I picked the Steelers. It hurts me as a Bengals fan to pick the Steelers, but.
Well, hey, it hurts me as a Patriots fan to pick the Giants, but here I am picking the Giants to win week 1.
That's true, yeah.
During the offseason, I was actually not quite offseason, Super Bowl week. I actually was able to sit down and have a conversation with Daniel Jones. I was at a pro camps event down in Miami for the Super Bowl week, and it was for him. He was one of the hosts, like the two pro athlete hosts. And I got to sit at a autograph table with Daniel Jones, handing him cards after card to sign. And we just sat there and had a conversation, and he's a real down-to-earth guy. I think he's going to turn this team around this year. Saquon Barkley's a tough running back to hold down.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think he'll run through that Steelers team. I don't think Watt is going to be able to stop Barkley. And I think the Giants come out with a week 1 win here over the Steelers.
And I'll tell you another reason why I didn't pick the Giants again. I think they're in the same boat as the Bengals. I just don't think I don't think they have an offensive line. Their offensive line, I don't think, is that good. It scares me. I do agree with Daniel Jones, though. Daniel Jones, I believe in him when he was coming out of the draft. People were talking about how he's not going to be good, and I was like, I think this kid I think he's actually going to be a pretty good quarterback in this league. So,
all right. And then the last game of the week, to me, I'm saving the best for last year.
Yeah, I would.
So I think the NFL is too. It's Monday Night Football, the doubleheader with the Steelers and Giants, followed by the Titans at the Denver Broncos. This is my game of the week. So I'll share my opinion on this first here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
The Broncos are a new team. Drew Lock has an arm. They just drafted. Let me bring up their draft picks here. They just drafted 2 quick wide receivers.
Yeah,
will be deep threats. Talk about Jerry Jeudy earlier?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he's on the Broncos. You know who KJ Hamler is?
From Penn State.
Broncos. Their first 2 picks, first round and second round, Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler. I think the Broncos are a new team. They already have the offensive line.
Yeah.
They have some of a running game. I don't think their running game is that bad. They're a little above average on their running game.
They got Melvin Gordon now, so.
Oh, yeah, they got Melvin Gordon now.
Yeah,
I believe in the Broncos.
They have Courtland Sutton. He's a good receiver.
Yeah, they got Ronnie Hillman as well.
Yeah. So I went with the Tennessee Titans. I think they're actually going to be a good again this year. Now that they got Clowney now too, so he's really going to help that defense big time with Clowney. That was a huge pick getting Clowney. Clowney's a good player, man. He is. He's going to help that defense, and I believe in Tannehill. I think it was great for him to get out of Miami because he was one of those quarterbacks that had nothing. Miami didn't give anything around him, so he had nothing to play with. Now that he's got guys to.
Are we talking about defense now?
No.
Are we gonna mention Von Miller?
Yeah. I mean, the Denver does have Von Miller, but yeah, I just think it's going to be Tennessee. Tennessee, they brought back the running back, their running back. So Derrick Henry, I think he's going to have another big year. So I think it's going to be Tennessee.
That's going to be a good one. Broncos favored by 1.5. Let's move on to some other NFL news. Some contract extensions have happened, specifically at the tight end position.
They got a lot of money.
Travis Kelce and George Kittle.
Yeah, that's going to be – they both got a ton of money. I think they're both deserving, and I think they're both really good tight ends. Let's just pull this up here and see what –
You bring up contract numbers?
Yeah, I'm bringing it. So George Kittle here, he got let's get loading here. Yeah, hold on here. Let me get that. He is a 5-year, $75 million deal. So it's a big contract. He got an $18 million signing bonus, and 40 of his money is guaranteed. So the 49ers believe in him for a long time.
Yeah.
So, no, I think he's really good too. And then Travis Kelce. I also think he's a really good tight end too.
I agree. They're both really good tight ends.
Yeah.
And they both deserve those contracts.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Travis Kelce, I think, still had 2 years left on his deal, and they just added let's see. I'm looking for it. He had 2 years left on his deal, and they added, I think, another 5 years. So he's going to be around for another 7 years in Kansas City. So they're trying to build a dynasty. So I think he got a 4-year, $57 million extension. So he's going to be around another 6 years.
Show me the money.
Yeah, I think Kansas City does have it to be a dynasty. I think they're going to be really good.
Yeah, and the NFL hates dynasties.
They do.
AP to take the majority of the snaps for the Lions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know who else they have, right?
Yeah, they have Kerryon Johnson
and DeAndre Swift.
Who were both
second-round picks.
Well,
Kerryon Johnson out of Auburn, round 2, pick 43 in 2018. DeAndre Swift out of Georgia, round 2, pick 35, right after the end of the first round.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, I don't – they have a good backfield. They do. That's going to be a nice backfield. So, but the only thing with Kerryon Johnson is he hasn't been healthy. So, if he can stay healthy, I think that's why they brought in AP, because they were like, if he can't stay healthy, we'll try to get something with AP. So, no, they got a good – their backfield's going to be good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Fitzmagic over Tua week 1. What do you think about that line right there?
We were talking before we got on air here, and we were talking about how I listened to that this morning on ESPN, that they were talking about how Fitzmagic was going to be over Tua, and they were saying that I don't think the Dolphins are, knowing that they're not going to compete this year for anything really, so they're just going to throw Fitzmagic and see what can happen, and let Tua just sit there for a little bit and try to figure out the NFL, and so he doesn't get hurt.
It's smart. It's smart to a point. A lot of people want to see Tua. One of the arguments that is made a lot of other times is Tua would sell tickets.
He would, yeah.
But no one's buying tickets right now. So do the smart move in the overall. Put in Fitzmagic. See if he can do anything. If he can't, oh well, we have Tua ready to take over for him whenever we need to. Let Tua learn the NFL.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. If I was a coach, I think I would have done the same thing. Just we don't rush him out there, and if he gets hurt, then our investment went down the drain. Mm-hmm. Let's just let him figure it out. Their offensive line's not that good. Just let him figure it out, and I think Fitzmagic is a good mentor to some guy. He's a good mentor.
He's old.
So
he's been around,
and a lot of guys like him. So I think he can teach Tua how to be an NFL quarterback. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think he'll be at least week 7. I think he's going to get a chance.
Trubisky will be starting over Foles.
Yeah, this one they were talking about this morning too, and I'm kind of torn. Trubisky, I'm really not a huge fan of him, but and on the other hand, I don't think Foles is all that great, but he has won a Super Bowl, so I don't know. I think I would have chosen Foles just because of, he's at least proven something. Mm-hmm. Trubisky really hasn't proved anything to me. He's not really done anything that I'm like, wow, he's a good quarterback.
I mean, they probably had a quarterback competition. They probably threw them up against each other, and Trubisky at the end of the day is who the coaching staff believe gave them the best chance to win.
I'm going to play a little bit Little's devil's advocate. I think it's a safe pick too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those things that, like we were talking a little bit about Tua, I think they're just going to let Trubisky go in, and if he fails, then we can just have Foles. You know what I mean? He was a first-round pick, so they're going to try to get their investment out of him. And then if he doesn't work, he doesn't work. So I think that's where they're going with it, just the safe pick.
All right, enough NFL talk. Let's move on to the National Basketball Association, who are currently playing in a bubble down in Florida. And the playoffs, we're up to the Eastern and Western semifinal rounds. Do you have any predictions for us here?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of biased. I mean, I'm a Celtics guy, so I think I don't know. I got off the score here, but we were winning pretty handily last time I seen the game going. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's over. It's 111-89. So that was I think the Celtics are going to win, and then next round I think they're actually going to play the Heat.
I agree. I think Celtics in 6 over the Raptors, and I think the Heat can take the Bucks in 6, especially with Antetokounmpo being out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's a good one. And I think it's the Lakers and Rockets. That I'm actually kind of excited. I hope it goes to Game 7. I think that series could actually legit go to a Game 7.
I think it's going to be Game 6 with the Lakers taking it.
You think so?
I think Lakers in Game 6, and then I think the Clippers take out the Nuggets in 5, which they just tipped off. So
yeah, I think it's going to be, like I said, I think the Lakers and Rockets are going to go at least to Game 7, and I think the Lakers are going to barely win it. But that's going to be a good game. And then I think in the Western Conference, I think it's going to be the Lakers and the Clippers. And it wouldn't shock me if the Clippers beat the Lakers, to be honest with you. It really wouldn't.
It wouldn't be that shocking.
In the Western Conference Final, I think it could happen. A really realistic possibility.
My prediction here is Celtics over 6 over the Raptors, Heat over the Bucks in 6, Celtics over the Heat in 5 to make the finals, and then we have the Lakers over the Rockets in 6, Clippers over the Nuggets in 5. Then the Lakers take over the Clippers in 7 games for the Celtics to play a now worn-out Lakers and take them on 7 games.
I mean, and I know I'm a Celtics fan, but it doesn't seem like the Celtics have really had any of the games they played, they really haven't had a hard contest.
They lost Game 3 by a buzzer beater?
Yeah, I think so.
The series would be over in 5 now if that buzzer beater didn't go in.
Yeah.
And we're playing the defending champions right now. Granted, they had Kawhi this time last year, well, I don't think they did this time last year, but he's in little wise. And the playoffs this time last year, they did.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't really seem like the Celtics have played that hard a competition.
Mm-mm.
And the Lakers they're going to play a gauntlet. They got the Rockets right now, who's a really good team, and they're going to play the Clippers, who's a really good team. So you're right. I think they're going to be worn out by the time they get to the finals. And it's going to be another good, great Lakers and Celtics matchup. So,
all right, let me look something up right here real quick. The Celtics and the Heat have played each other 2 times this year. The first game during the actual season before the bubble, Celtics won 109-101. I was actually at that game, and it was in Miami.
Really?
The second game, the Heat won 106-112, and that was last month in the bubble. The Heat have been really good in the bubble.
They have, yeah. Well, and I think Jimmy Butler's playing out of his mind right now too.
Correction. They've played 3 times this season, including in the bubble. The Celtics won the first game 112-93 in December, and then in January 109-101. So the Celtics beat them 2 times in the regular season. Heat beat them once in the bubble.
Yeah. Well, I think Jimmy Butler's playing crazy right now. He's playing, he's playing so good right now. I also think his supporting cast, like Dragic, I think he's playing good. Bam Adebayo is playing. playing amazing too. So, I think the Heat could give him a little bit of a test, but I think the Heat could at least.
I think the Celtics have it this year. I think it's the season for the Celtics to reign supreme.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm more excited, though, about the potential for the Celtics-Lakers rivalry that back in the day, and early 2000s even, we saw a bunch.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, but it might be back, and we might be – well, actually, we won't be hearing some Beat LA chants in TD Garden because there won't be any fans in TD Garden. But I know I'll be chanting Beat LA here at home, whether we're playing the Lakers or the Clippers.
I agree with you. I'm gonna be ready for that one. That's gonna be a good matchup.
All right, in other NBA news, Kevin, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah. So the Brooklyn Nets hire Steve Nash as their new head coach. It was kind of I was kind of a little shocked. I didn't know Steve Nash was looking in the market to be a head coach. So, but I think he actually might be a really good coach. Because I think he's so, I think he likes to win. I think he's a winner. I think he can, I don't know. I just think he's one of those guys that'll, just instill. I think he's going to make Brooklyn a lot better. And with KD coming back and Kawhi and Kyrie coming back. So I think they're going to
have. Do they have Cousins too?
They're going to what?
Don't they have Cousins too?
No.
I thought Cousins signed with them.
He might have, but he might have. I didn't see that. But yeah, I think it's a good pickup. Now I did also hear another rumor that the Sixers might be going after Tyronn Lue, who is an assistant coach under Doc Rivers right now with the Clippers. So he could be there. I wasn't really expecting Steve Nash, but hey, I think he's going to be a good pickup. So
I think Cousins is a free agent right now.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. He was on Golden State last year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a free agent right now, it looks like, though. So, according to Google, he plays current team United States of America.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not.
He got injured last year pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some hockey now.
Yeah.
I think this is all me. I don't think you have anything to say on this year, Kevin.
No, I think this is your segment, yeah.
All right, so NHL playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs going strong right now. My prediction for them here is the Lightning take over the Islanders in 7. The Golden Knights over the Stars in another Game 7, followed by Lightning winning the Stanley Cup over the Golden Knights in 6. I think the Lightning are the best team out there right now. They're the only team that in the conference semifinals did not go to Game 7. They played the Bruins, and they won in 5 games. So I think the Lightning are the best team. I said when the Lightning and the Bruins played about a week and a half ago that the Lightning right now against the Bruins, this is the Eastern Conference Finals. It wasn't really the Eastern Conference Finals because they still had one game afterwards. But in my eyes, those were the best 2 teams in the East. The Lightning won that. I think they'll walk over the Islanders here in 7. It's going to be a tough series, but I think they beat the Islanders in 7. Golden Knights go to their second Stanley Cup in 3 years of being in the league, but then lose to the Golden Knights in 6.
That's impressive. Oh, aren't they a new expansion team?
Yeah, this is the 3rd season in the NHL.
That's impressive.
So that's my NHL prediction.
Yeah.
All
Gonna say, I can't help you on that one. I'm not well versed in the NHL, so.
All right, and now we got a little fun take bit here for the MLB. Kevin, you know more on this one.
What, the MLB?
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what deals are going to be done in the trade deadline here. I knew there was some stuff. Let me pull it up here. I knew the Reds got a guy. I was like,
See, my team season is over. I'm a Red Sox fan, and
so am I. But I just kind of, I was a little aggravated after after they let Mookie Betts go. So
let me go to Fenway here real quick for a minute to sulk.
yeah, I was a little upset on that one. It didn't.
All right, back in the studio.
Hold on here.
All right, yeah. You said something about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he might be fighting John Jones, so that's gonna be cool. And then Mike Tyson, I think he might be coming back to fight too. So.
Some UFC talk here.
Yeah, so one of the things that was shocking to me was the Padres have acquired Mike Clevenger from the Indians, which for me was a big deal.
That is a big deal.
A huge trade. They traded they traded him, I think, for a couple minor leaguers.
Red Sox are already on rebuilding mode for the season. They made the first trade of the season.
Yeah. The Yankees got Lance Lynn. Trying to see who else here.
Not too many big trades this year like you would normally see in a long season.
Yeah, it says right here the Red Sox have discussed for Odor, Rougned Odor, for Nathan Eovaldi. The one that shocked me, the one I wanted to bring up was the Mike Clevenger trade. So that one was a big trade. I think the Padres can make a little bit of a noise now with having a big time ace. Yeah, that's really all I got on that segment. But yeah, I just wanted to
all right, let's move on to the UFC then with the whole Brock Lesnar might fight John Jones.
Yeah, I heard it might have just been rumors, but that I'm gonna look that up too real quick.
Lesnar is 43 and hasn't fought since 16.
Yeah, because he's been doing all the WWE. He said he would fight if he would make a comeback if he could fight John Jones. It looks like. Would be a good way to introduce John Jones to the heavyweight division.
And John Jones wants to fight him.
Yeah, he does.
So
that'd be kind of cool. I'm really kind of excited. I thought I heard rumblings of Mike Tyson coming back to fight too.
I don't really follow the UFC. This is all you here to talk about. Like I had to talk about the NHL there.
Yeah, I forget who he was trying to fight too. Oh, Roy Jones. He wants to fight Roy Jones. Posting hype videos of Mike Tyson has his back inside the boxing ring for an exhibition match on pay-per-view with the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He's 54. He will take on former four-time division champion Roy Jones Jr. on November 28th from California. So they're both in their 50s.
I thought Brock Lesnar was 43.
I'm talking about Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mike Tyson is going to come back and fight here. So it's going to be November 28th in California. Mike Tyson's 54 now, and Roy Jones is 51. So we'll kind of see how this fight goes.
Two legends right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm kind of excited to see it, but we'll see how much action packed it is with both.
It's just an expedition fight too, so
yeah, we'll see how both of them. We'll see how both of them. They're old, so we'll see.
All right. Well, unless you have anything else to add here, I think that's all we got.
Yeah. No, I'm good, man.
Thank you all for tuning in, and hope to see you all again next week.
Yep. Thank you. See you.